This is a SolidWorks Design video for a communion cup holder. I lead on the worship team and we don't have any place to put these. So as we're all strapped in with our guitars and in-ears and such, and communion comes up, we have to go hunting for these things. I want to make a little holder that snaps on a mic stand that you can drop this right in and then you'll have it when you need it. So anyway, let's jump in and let's design it. Okay, so we're going to start with the top plane, create a sketch. We're going to create a circle about the center here, and we're going to make it 35 millimeters, and we're going to make it construction. So let's select that and hit for construction. That is the actual size of the top rim of this. So that way I know I have clearance to fit it in there and it doesn't hit the mic stand itself. So another circle. This will be the inner diameter. We're going to work the inner shape of it because that's what's going to come in contact with the cup and with the mic stand. So we're going to give that a dimension, right click, drag upwards, and we're going to say 23. That's a good spot where that'll hit on here. And now, so that's really all there is to where the cup fits in. And now we want to design a little clip down here that will grab onto the microphone. So I'm going to start off with a circle and we're going to give that a dimension, right click, drag upwards. And we're going to make it 21 because that's a decent size diameter to hook onto the mic stand base. So we're going to do that. I don't want it to be in the center because then we would not be clamping at all. So I want to make it over center a little bit. Speaking of which, let's give it a center line. And like I said before, you just create a line and then you can go back, select it and hit for construction. Or you can use a little center line command up there. I do a little bit of both. Okay, so I want that to have to open up and grab on. So let's give it some dimension here. And we'll say it has to open up 5 millimeters. That's pretty good. Now we don't want the mic stand to hit the cup, so we need that to be outside of there. So let's go ahead and move that down. That looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and give that a dimension and say 20. Let's make it 30. So that's the inside of that. That's the inside of that. Let's go ahead and hook these two together. I'm going to do another circle in here and make that transition. So we'll say tangent there. Oops, that. Control, select that. Tangent there. Okay. Let's do some trimming. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, let's exercise this around so it's not touching the center line because there's going to be a symmetrical version over here. This will all make sense a little bit more here in a bit. And then the only other part of the one side I'm working with here is where this ends down here. So let's go ahead and just going to draw a line that's temporary. And then we'll hit trim and trim this off and trim that off. And whoops, we need something to trim to up here. So let's go ahead and put more center line in up here. That's fine. There we go. Now we'll trim that there and that there. Okay, we got it now. I think that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and give this a dimension because it's still big and blue. We'll make it 6. And oh, now we need to trim this to there. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and delete this temporary line. Now we got our shape. So this is going to have an opening here, and when you slide it onto the mic stand, it will actually open up and grab on, and this will hold the communion cup. Let's go ahead and now select all this and that center line and say mirror. So that's our inner shape. Now let's offset that to give it a thickness, and we will select that, and it automatically selects the chain, and obviously that's way too big and fat. Let's say 4. I like that. That's pretty good. And now we want to connect these endpoints down here. And give that a dimension. Right click, drag upwards, select the line, select the vertex, and we'll select that. I'll make that 40. Not sure I like that. I want it to open up more, so let's see what we need to do here. Let's go ahead and undo that and see if we can. So that is, for some reason, going directly toward the center. Let's fix that. So let's go ahead and delete those. We're going to create a line that's not going toward the center for sure. Like so. And it's showing tangent to something. You gotta be careful sometimes. Yeah, see it grabbed this tangent way up here. We don't want that. So we're gonna select that and delete. Now we just have a line, which is what we want. Now we want to trim. And trim. Now we have a line here that we want. We will go ahead and select it, select the center, and mirror that also. And then we'll trim that up. Okay. Now I think we're good to go. Now let's go ahead and right click, drag upwards, and we'll select this line, the vertex, and let's try that 40. And opening, I want this definitely to go well over center and grab on. And I think that right there's plenty. But we also want it to try to open itself up when you just push it on. So I think that's a good amount there. So let's go ahead and give that a dimension across these points here to finish it off. And we'll make that, as 18 look like? I think that looks pretty good. All right, so we have a fully defined sketch now. So now we can features, extrude base, and we're going to go mid-plane, and we're going to call it, I think I like that 10 millimeters, so we'll go 10 millimeters. There we go. Let's clean this up with some chamfers. So we'll go chamfer and select an edge, and it's going to not show us anything because it's too big. And let's go 1 millimeter. Yeah, like that. Inside, like that. Actually, it's going to stop right here. Let's go ahead and give it a place to go around here. So we're going to first put a fillet in here. And why am I using fillets some places and chamfers others? Well, we're going to print this laying on the print bed. This will be the top. So it can draw circles really well, but it can't shape circles on the top very well. So having that as a chamfer will be cleaner. So let's make this, I don't know, 2 millimeters. See what happens there. All right, I want less than that, maybe 1.5. I like that. Same there and there. That looks pretty good. A nice smooth lead in when we go to clamp it onto the mic stand. Now let's go for our chamfers. Let's select that edge and that edge. And it's at 3 millimeters for some reason. Let's go change that to 1 like we were before. And looks pretty good. Select that one. And actually we only had to select the one edge because it wraps all the way around because of those fillets, and it says tangent propagation over here. If I didn't do that, it would just use what I selected. Tangent propagation runs around anything that's tangent and selects it. So anyway, okay. And there we go. That's our part. Let's save it and we will print it and see how it comes out. I hope you liked this tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and if you would like the STL files, they're over on my website at dandesigns3d.com. The link is in the description here, and you can just get those STL files and print these if you'd like to. There's plenty more tutorials and projects on my channel. I picked a couple for you. They're right here. Just click on those and check those out, and I'll see you in the next design.